Good afternoon, everybody. Or, hey, girls. How are my ladies doing today? Everybody, girls, ladies, what else can I call you? Girl bosses, I don't know. So we're going to wait just a minute or two before we get started. I'm excited that we are going to be doing team trainings. This is really exciting. There's starting to be a lot of us, and I can't believe it. I never thought that I would be in this position, in all honesty, when I signed up the end of December. And we have grown to 38 people in our group, and I'm just so proud of all you guys for sharing and just trucking on through the out of stock issue and having fun. That's what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be work, but it's also supposed to be fun. So I'm really excited for the future of our team. I'm hoping that we can accomplish all the goals that I think that we can accomplish. And I hope that you guys will catch the vision and take off and soar. Really, I'm really excited. So, if you're here, tell me that you're here. You guys, I was really nervous about this. I had to go and do something with our Edward Jones financial planner at 11. But I had to stop and get tacos first because that's my coping mechanism. I eat when I get nervous or stressed. I wish I was one of those people that just starve themselves, but I'm not. I like to eat. So this actually makes me super nervous. So I hope that you guys will participate. And if you have questions, ask me. And I did this a couple nights ago. I wrote everything down that I was thinking. And I haven't had a chance to go over it yet. So hopefully it makes sense. So we're just going to get started. So I was actually talking with Kelsey, who, if you don't know who that is, so there is, for those in Desiree's group, there's Desiree, then there's me, there's Ashley, and Kelsey. And I go to Kelsey quite a bit to look for ideas, or she just kind of is a good person for me to bounce things off of. She's super sweet. And I was trying to figure out what we should do to start with the training, because I know that this is one of the things that is going to help us to progress in this business. In multi-level marketing, we have to have training, and since we're all over the place, what better way to do it than the Facebook Live? But she said that she felt like our team needed to work on positivity training. And that kind of goes right along with the little poll that I had done a couple weeks ago about what it was that you guys needed or wanted. You ate 5 Hawaiian rolls with butter standing up? Oh my word. That does not go with your keto diet at all, Des. No. So the polls, I think the number one thing was motivation. Let's see, just give me a second here. Motivation. And along with motivation, obviously positivity training. But in order to be motivated, you also have to have goals. So I kind of morphed it into 2 things. And I'm sure as we go into trainings throughout, the weeks, we can hit more on each thing a little bit more, especially as you guys become, what's the word when you're like really good at something, specialists or whatever in different things, because we're all good at different things. I mean, I might be really good at painting my toenails. I don't know. Desiree might be really good at making eggs, which I know she is. But we're all good at different things. So I want not just me to be doing the training and not just Desiree to be doing the training. We're all going to train one another and become specialists in certain things. So going along with positivity training, I watched a few videos, and one of the phrases that really stuck out to me was, and you can write this down if you want to, or you can watch this again later. Sorry, I'm reading the comments. Is you move towards what you focus on. So I just want you to keep that kind of in the back of your mind. And this was from Sadie's video, but a lot of the things that she teaches in her trainings really resonate with me. So I pulled some from her. I pulled some from a couple of the other girls. And but I just want you to keep that in the back of your mind. You move towards what you focus on. So there's lots of things that could probably make us quit what we're doing. When both Desiree and I signed on in December, I can't remember exactly when it was, but there were still like 30 colors in stock. Lots of things were still in stock. Granted, when we signed on, I was like, holy crap, everything is out of stock. How am I supposed to place an order? But here we are now with nothing in stock, and you guys are growing. You're sponsoring, you're selling, you're trading to get the colors that you need. So that is a great example of what you're focused on. Obviously, your eye is on the prize, and you're going to make it work no matter what. But there's lots of things that can make us quit. For instance, somebody is sponsoring more people than you are. You see somebody doing sales that are like crazy, and they keep getting customers, or their group page is growing to hundreds and hundreds of people, and you still have 100 people. Or I don't know, what are some other things, if you can type up anything that have you thought for just 1 minute, oh my gosh, this is too hard, I'm gonna quit. I had one of those moments in January. Yeah, I had one of those moments in January. I kind of came to a standstill with my customers. I had sponsored a couple of girls at that point, maybe 3, but seriously, I was going from selling a bunch to all of a sudden nothing, crickets. I had gotten out of my little group of, your friends and family. And I said to Desiree, I think I just am going to quit. And no, she just kind of pulled me out of the trenches and helped me. But we're all going to have probably those moments where we hit a wall and it's like, crap. It's either I'm going to quit or I'm going to get over the wall. Yeah, you remember that, Desiree? I did. I wanted to quit. I'm a quitter. I mean, I'm not a quitter. I am not a quitter. But I get pretty darn good at things, and then I quit. This is just the cycle of my life. I'm pretty good at a lot of things, but I'm not super, super awesome great at that one thing. So that's kind of the cycle. But I can see the potential of this company and the business. And girls, if you will just sponsor, if you will just coach your team, the possibilities are endless. Alex, you wanted to quit yesterday? You're doing great. And I'm so glad. Desiree said, she told me, no, you're not quitting. And I'm so glad I didn't, because it's just been awesome. So a lot of the time in our businesses, we need to just focus on our attitude. It all comes down to the attitude. And I have a bad attitude all the time. I am the worst complainer. Ask my husband, ask my sister who's on here now. I complain, I get a bad attitude. But one thing that I've found that really helps me is I do let myself get that way, because it's just not normal to be super happy, chipper all the time. I usually will give myself a couple days of, okay, I'm just going to wallow in whatever I'm wallowing in. And then I kind of force myself to pull out of it. So you really have to change your attitude. Nobody's in charge of your attitude except for yourself. And we are the only one that can change it. Even when we're in the rut, the only way to get out of it is to change that attitude. So I wrote this down. It says, what you think in your actions always turns into an action. So if you're thinking that there is no way that I'm going to be able to sponsor anybody, or there is no way that, how am I going to place a 300 PV order? There is no way. Well, that's just, it's not going to happen, because your actions, you're creating that in your brain. And your brain is pretty smart. It's your brain. All right, Alexandra. So, all right, see, so Catherine, everybody has those things that they are rocking at, and we only see what's on the outside. We don't know what's going on in the inside. So it comes down to comparing ourselves. We as women, we compare ourselves all the time. Will be the first to say, this is me, like I really need Botox here, and I need a chin, I need this gone. I've got cellulite on my legs. Those are the things I compare. It's horrible. But we have to try to not compare ourselves. Let me look here. Yeah, Alex says, Catherine, I think comparison kills us. It does. Hi, Paigey. Our customers are all different, so ultimately our businesses are all different. For instance, look at Dez's page. The girls on her page, they are like selfie crazy. I can't get anybody to post selfies on my page. Does that mean that I'm not going to be successful because I don't have a ton of selfies on my page? No. It just means that the dynamic of my group is a little bit different. And you kind of have to figure out what that dynamic is. It takes a little while to realize kind of what type of group you have. And one thing that I feel like Desiree's page always it's like a party on her page all the time, which is great. She should do a training on that. All right. They do love to selfie. Okay, I have asked girls to post selfies and they send them to me in private messages. I know some people are super worried about being one of those girls that takes a selfie, but this is what I'm starting with all of my cute little packets. And I saw this on another, I actually bought the labels, but this will be backwards, but it's a little camera and it says, if you post a selfie to my Facebook group, get 10% off your next order. So these are super cute. You can just put it on your little bags that you include, and maybe that'll get a little bit more excitement in your group, because who doesn't want a little discount? I mean, I always. So Catherine, yours loves games, so you do a lot of games. Anybody else, something different that works in your group that maybe isn't working? I mean, that is just makes your group a little bit different. But yes, the comparing kills us. Try not to compare. You'll find in this business that there are peaks and valleys. Peaks and valleys. It just is the way that it is. I feel like I was in a valley for a little while, but right now I feel like I'm in a peak, and I'm sure I will have another valley. Some months you are on fire, and other months, oh, my phone. You guys, I need a selfie stand or something, a phone stand. Okay. Are we still all here? And then sometimes you'll have great sales one month and your Facebook group will be on fire, but other months it may be kind of slow. But you need to focus on yourself when things get that way. Focus on what you're doing. Don't focus on what the other girl is doing. Granted, reach out to them and say, gosh, you're really rocking. Can you give me some tips on what's working for you in your group? We can learn from one another. We don't want to be in competition with one another. I want our group to be unified, that we grow together. All right. Other months you drop your phone while you're live, or you go live on your personal Facebook page. Oh my word. My cycling instructor was watching me. Oh my gosh. Okay. So some months you may be feeling defeated. That was my January, and there are lots of things that can make us want to quit. But this is where I'm coming to setting some goals for yourself. And I've got some big goals. Now that I have seen the potential, what did you do once, Jenna? Oh, you dropped your phone. Now that I have seen the potential of what's it called? Not just the commissions, but the way I have been in several other multi-level marketing companies. So this is not my first rodeo. I've done Mary Kay. That was back when I was a newlywed and had one baby. I did Premier Designs Jewelry for 5 years, which I was very successful, but I got burnt out. And I had a whole team, not like this type of team, but I had a team. So I quit that after 5 years. And then I did Young Living Oils, which I still love Young Living. I've loved all of the companies that I've been with. It's mainly been me. And Young Living, I still use the oils, but it came at a time in my life when I just couldn't do it. Anyways, but this I feel like is completely different. The compensation plan is completely different. It is amazeballs. Erin, you did Mary Kay and failed. Well, you're not going to fail with Senegence. You're not going to fail. You have an awesome support team, Okay, so in those valleys of your business, instead of dwelling on them, like I said, give yourself a couple days. You can wallow in the mire, but as you know, you need to change your attitude, move on, and say next. I just want you to think about that. If you get too many no's, say, okay, oh my gosh, no's, next. If you have somebody cancel one of your Facebook parties in a month, or all of your parties cancel in the month, brush it off, say next. We just have to be able to bounce back. So, goals. Let me see how many thumbs up, give me thumbs up, whoever are goal setters. I want to know. Yeah, if a distributor signs under somebody else, next. They don't know what they missed. Goals. I know goals are so important, and I always feel like I fall short, so I get really scared about setting goals. But I want to make this different. So without a goal, it's just a wish. It's like saying, oh, I wish that I was going to be a crown princess, or I wish that I could go on that Costa Rica trip. But without a plan or a direction, it's just, you're just talking about it. It's just floating in the air. So I have some homework for you guys this week. First of all, I want you to establish your why if you don't know what it is. Why did you join LipSense Senegence? I didn't know it was Senegence when I joined. I just joined for the LipSense. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of different ideas here so you can think about it. Did you want an extra 500 bucks? Yeah, that's what I said. I hate setting goals because I hate to fail. But wouldn't you rather have at least tried? I wish I could win the lotto. Dang. Yeah. Okay. Extra 500 bucks. Are you saving for your kids to go to college? Do you just need some recognition? Are you a stay-at-home mom that just feels like all they're doing is washing dishes and doing laundry? Are you a hermit and need to get out of the house? Me. Are you missing a social outlet? Did you need to step out of your comfort zone? Me. Retirement. Me. Any other ones? If you guys can think of something that I didn't think of, throw it out. You're literally all of these things. It's true. And I really want some money, and I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to go buy a new freaking couch. Des was lonely. Yeah. So we all have different reasons. And your why may be like super silly. I don't know. Maybe you wanted some extra money to be able to go to a gym, or you want extra money to go to get a car. It doesn't have to be any of these big things. But you need to establish a why. So that's your first homework assignment. Establish a why. And then you're going to set up some short-term goals and some long-term goals. What is a short-term goal? It can take days to a month. It can be a weekly goal. It could be something that you want to accomplish pretty quick. Your long-term goals are, what are you going to do this year? And you need a daily goal, a weekly goal, and a monthly goal. Okay? So once you've established these goals, I want you to write them down. So let's just say 5 short-term goals and 5 long-term goals. Let's talk about what some of those goals can be. And why are goals going to help you stay motivated? That's a question. Why are goals going to help you stay motivated? And when you write these down, you're going to need an action plan. You can't just write down a bunch of things and you need to be specific in what you're saying. Like, for instance, one of my goals is to sponsor 30 girls this year. 30 girls. I haven't decided if it should be from when I started or from the beginning of the seminar year. So 30 girls. And how am I going to accomplish that? I'm going to accomplish that by sponsoring 3 girls a month. That is my goal. Will I fall short some months? Probably. But I'm going to do all I can to accomplish that. Another thing that I am doing is to write down my goals every single day for the next month. So it is just ingrained in my head. I'm going to go over some of my goals in a minute. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. So some of the things that you might need to do daily. You might need to make a schedule for yourself. I don't know. I found that there are not enough hours in the day. When I first started, it was just sales. I was just selling. But now I have a team and I want to make sure you guys are successful. So I'm thinking of things that are going to help you. And I'm thinking of what we could do to set ourselves apart from other teams. And I just want to be organized so you guys are set up for the best success. Is it frozen? Erin, you can totally sponsor 3 girls this month. Okay, give me a thumbs up if it's working correctly. I will be so bummed if it's not. Okay, it's working. Cool beans. By the way, today I am wearing Praline Rose for you, Paige, with bombshell over the top, just so you know. So making a schedule, and I want to say this too. My goals are not your goals. By all means, if you aren't interested in sponsoring or aren't interested in making a huge amount of money, that's okay. I just want to know where you're at. I don't want to try to be putting all this time and effort into making you something that you don't want to be. So that will help me also. Because if you want me to just leave you with a heck alone, I will. I can say cool beans whenever I want, Paige. Okay. Now this is something else that I want you guys to do, is to find an accountability partner in your group. Not an accountability partner that you're going to be negative with, but an accountability partner that you're going to be able to talk to, whether it's daily or once a week, just to check in, let them know what you're doing. And someone who's going to be positive. Somebody that you can share those goals with. And when you actually tell people your goals, they're more likely to happen. Okay? So with that accountability partner, you can share those goals. And I would love them if you'd share them with me, because I want to help you accomplish your goals. All right. So remember, we're moving on. We're moving towards what we're focusing on. We don't want to focus on the negative. We don't want to compare ourselves to our sisters in this group. And remember that we all have different connections and lives, and we all grow at different rates. So you have to bug me every day and check in with me, or I will be lazy. Erin, I see your posts, and I can tell that you're not lazy. So your first piece of homework assignment, well, one of mine is going to be to get a tripod. Hello. Is to set down your goals, write down your goals, figure out what they are. Second is to get an accountability partner within our team. And the third is to make a vision board. Now I'm going to show you mine. You're going to hang this in a place that you're going to see every day. Don't hang it somewhere where people will come over and be like, oh my gosh, what is that? Why do you have that here? Because people will try to knock you down. For instance, yesterday, so I love to work out. I also am a weightlifting coach. And yesterday I went in to go work out in the morning, and I had spent like 10 minutes in my car because I'm always working, just trying to catch up on things. I think I was watching Desiree's video, and as soon as I came in, the girls were like, what are you doing? Are you seriously posting stuff? Are you going live in your car? Blah, 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 blah. And they were kind of making fun of me just a little bit, and it made me in a really, really sour mood. Kind of for the whole day, actually. It kind of made me think, oh, people don't understand. People are making fun of me. And I had my stripes on. I don't have them on anymore. I took them off today. So they were saying things about my stripes. And these are my good girlfriends. I mean, these are the girls that I hang out with. And so I had to give myself a minute and kind of, I don't know what the right word is, but I had to let the negativity go out and come back today with a better attitude, because it really did affect me all day yesterday. Because it's funny, your best friends could be the ones that can bring you down. Anyway, so put that vision board where you're going to see it. Mine is going to be in my closet. And by the way, I still love my girls. They just don't understand. They don't see the vision. Okay, so here it is. It's a work in progress. Don't judge. Of course you won't, because you love me. But so I'll just talk about it really quick. One of my goals is to be crown princess by the end of this seminar year. And Kelsey tells me that will be no problem. So I'm just gonna go with it. And to have $1 million team. You can become a princess without $1 million, but to become a crown princess, $1 million, girls. Okay? I've got my 30 personally sponsored girls. Because I want to be able to have a strong first line, a strong down line, which I feel like we have a great group of ladies. Costa Rica, went there for Christmas this last year. It's my favorite vacation destination that I've ever been. So the Costa Rica trip. All right. I also put vacation here because I told Devin as soon as I get a commission check for $10,000 that we're going to go on like an Italian cruise getaway. And then he told me, well, you know, you had to put money away to pay your taxes. Of course, that's what he would say. But he's just as excited as I am. So I need to do some pictures here. What else do I have on here? $1 million. I think that's all I have so far. So these are my big goals. I am going to go in and fill in dates of when I would like to accomplish these goals by. But this is what I want you to do. A little vision board. I printed these off of the computer and just slapped them on there. So once you get your big goals, next to those goals, I want you to write how you're going to accomplish that, or give yourself deadlines. And if you're having a hard time coming up with goals, message me. That's what I'm here for. So Do y'all remember the homework? I almost forgot. Vision board, goal setting. I want you to set some goals and have an accountability partner. Those 3 things. The first 4 girls that shows me I need to see the goals, I need to see the vision board, and I need to know who the accountability partner is, will receive, I mean, it's just a little gift, but I think they're so cute. One of these cute chokers. I've got 4. The first 4 girls. I've got 2 black and 2 brown. They're the wraparound chokers that you can tie in a bow or you can wear like a little lariat. They don't look very good on me, but you young girls, I bet they look awesome. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could probably wear them just fine, but I've got 4 of these. Okay, 4. So I will post in the group what your homework is. Set some intention, and I know you guys are just going to rock it. Does anybody have any questions? How long has it been? I didn't want to keep you guys for hours. Any questions before we go? You guys are so awesome. I'll wait for a second. Thanks, Jenna. I'm so excited to get to know each of you guys. So please let me know if you need anything. Those girls that have started sponsoring women, just be great leaders. All right. Okay, I'm going to sign out. I feel like it's almost nap time. It's got to be getting close. So if you need anything, let me know. I love you all. Talk to you later. Bye.